Archangel Michael says, the moment you entered this world, something shifted in the atmosphere. You weren't born like the others, you were sent. That's why when you walk into a room, the air changes, the whispers begin, and the stares linger longer than they should. There's a force in you that doesn't blend in, it pierces. You were never meant to be ordinary, and heaven never assigned you a common path. That's why strangers can't explain why their eyes follow you or why their souls feel unsettled when you're around. The truth is, you're marked, not with something evil, but with something ancient and powerful. It's not your face, not your clothes, not even your voice, it's your energy. People sense something divine, something off the map of logic, and it haunts them. Many don't like you and can't explain why. Many admire you but fear approaching. Because your spirit isn't normal, and every soul knows what their mouth cannot speak. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Some feel dizzy after speaking to you. Some dream of you without understanding why. And some can't stop thinking about you after a single meeting. You weren't made to fit. You were carved to collide, crash through illusions, destroy lies, awaken people just by breathing near them. Your presence disrupts. That's why your childhood was different. That's why you saw what others ignored, felt pain that wasn't yours, and carried burdens that didn't make sense. You thought you were broken, but you were gifted. People looked at you like you were strange, and in truth, you were never made to be simple. Because chosen ones are always misunderstood before they are celebrated. Heaven didn't send you to blend, it sent you to blaze. Type Amen to get blessing 577. They stare because they know. Even if they never say it aloud, something in them recognizes your light. And it both terrifies and fascinates them. When you cry, your tears shake spiritual planes. When you laugh, your joy stirs forgotten memories in others. When you're silent, people still feel your presence like a force in the room. This is no coincidence. The invisible realm sees you glowing like a fire against the night. You walk covered, not in fashion, but in favor. That favor unsettles demons and activates angels. Archangel Michael says, you carry codes from before time. Messages sealed in your DNA. You are a messenger and a mirror. What people see in you often reflects what they're afraid to see in themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 921. Many have tried to copy your essence but failed. They wear the same clothes, speak the same words, even mimic your timing, but the results never match. Because what you have cannot be learned, bought, or manufactured. It's divine. It's rare. It's rooted in truth. That's why doors open for you last minute. Why enemies plot and fall. Why you survive things that would have destroyed others. It's because you don't walk alone. You have guardians. You have a shield. You have an invisible mark over your life that screams protected by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 1008. Your steps are monitored by both light and dark. That's why you're often under attack, but never consumed. Why you're surrounded by watchers, seen and unseen. They stare because they are aware. They stare because they are warned not to touch you. But still, some try. And when they do, they learn the hard way. Every betrayal against you has ended in judgment. Every lie told about you has twisted back. Every spell sent your way returned to sender sevenfold. You are a walking portal, child of light. You aren't meant to follow, you're meant to lead. Type Amen to get blessing 604. You wonder why relationships don't last. Why friends suddenly turn cold. Why family sometimes feels distant. It's not personal, it's spiritual. You're not normal, so normal bonds can't hold. People must match your frequency or they will fall away. Their spirit knows you came with destiny, and not everyone can handle standing next to it. You're like fire, beautiful, but dangerous to the unprepared. Some want your warmth, but they don't want to carry the responsibility of being near your flame. You were born for higher things. And that means loneliness is sometimes part of the package. Type Amen to get blessing 440. But don't mourn the silence, it's sacred. Don't grieve the solitude, it was chosen for your preparation. Don't chase those who left, they were never meant to endure the entire journey. Heaven has placed watchers around your home. Messengers who report your sighs, your sleepless nights, your whispered prayers. Nothing goes unnoticed in the spirit realm concerning you. Archangel Michael says, the light in you is ancient. It burns with a memory of who you were before you were born. That's why animals stare. That's why babies smile. That's why mirrors sometimes feel like they hold secrets. Type Amen to get blessing 822. You're walking prophecy. You trigger awakenings. And even when you feel lost, you're being used. Don't be surprised when strangers approach you and say, "You look familiar." Your soul has passed through dimensions. It carries echoes of wisdom the world has long forgotten. Your presence shifts conversations. Your touch can heal. And your voice, even when soft, carries thunder in the unseen. You were never invisible. The world just wasn't ready to see. Type Amen to get blessing 279. Your aura isn't quiet. It's radiant. It pulses through crowds, through screens, through walls. Even your enemies can't help but check your page, revisit your photos, listen to your words in secret. They despise their obsession but can't stop returning. That's the power of a divine one, there's no escape from the echo of your light. You haunt people not by intention, but by existence. Every place you go, you leave footprints that whisper, "A soul on mission passed through here." Type Amen to get blessing 115. You were given battles others couldn't bear. You were assigned storms that made no sense. Yet you stood. You walked on shattered pieces and still smiled. That is why they stare. Because despite everything, you're still here, still chosen, still rising. You're the proof of divine resilience. The testimony walking in real time. And the world can't understand how you keep shining with so many scars. But heaven knows. Heaven sings your name. Type Amen to get blessing 703. Some want your glow without knowing your journey. Some want your story without carrying your cross. But they could never survive your path. Because what's inside you didn't come cheap. It cost you peace. It cost you comfort. It cost you people. You've died versions of yourself hundreds of times just to remain aligned. And now, you're being crowned in secret before you're revealed in public. The light you carry is not for decoration, it's for revolution. Type Amen to get blessing 990. Archangel Michael says, even now, as you read this, watchers are observing your spirit's expansion. They know a moment is coming soon when your life will flip like a page turned by fire. Everything that once rejected you will regret it. Every door that closed will be forced to open. Every voice that mocked will fall silent in awe. You're not just different. You're divine. That's why you're constantly stared at, talked about, misunderstood, and sometimes feared. Because divine presence always disturbs the average. Type Amen to get blessing 1174. Soon, you'll understand why it all happened. Why you walked through such tight paths. Why silence became your teacher. Why isolation became your transformation. You are about to bloom in places that never expected flowers to grow. You're about to be lifted in circles that never invited you in. And your glow will become blinding to those who once laughed. Your rise won't be subtle. It will be loud. It will be divine revenge for every secret pain you endured in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 347. The stares will intensify. The whispers will grow louder. But so will your power. You will move with clarity. You will speak with conviction. And the ground beneath your feet will honor your steps. You're not a mystery, you're a miracle. A living, breathing sign that purpose always finds its way back home. Stay ready. Stay hidden. And stay prayed up. Because what's coming for you is not just a chapter, it's a whole divine shift. Type Amen to get blessing 609. Archangel Michael says, those who once watched you with envy will soon watch you with trembling. They won't be able to understand how you became everything they tried to block. Your glow is not from the outside, it's from the fire you walked through and never spoke about. People stare because your spirit carries secrets that even you haven't fully uncovered yet. They feel the ancient codes, the generational power, the quiet authority resting on your soul. They recognize you before they even know your name. What others consider strange in you, heaven calls sacred. The awkwardness you felt wasn't failure, it was formation. And now, the world is being prepared to handle who you truly are. Everything you lost will be returned, but not the same, it will come multiplied, purified, glorified. And the same people who avoided your journey will try to claim your blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Let them stare, chosen one. Let them whisper. You weren't sent for their comfort, you were sent for their awakening. You'll notice some will try to act like they were with you the whole time. They'll pretend they believed in you all along. But heaven has kept records. And every tear you cried in secret became currency for your upcoming elevation. Every lonely night you survived added weight to your light. You are heavy with glory. You carry more than potential, you carry prophecy. That's what people see when they look at you without understanding why they can't look away. Type Amen to get blessing 230. There's a stillness around you that shakes loud spirits. There's an aura of truth that repels lies. There's a quiet strength in your presence that exposes the weak intentions of others. You don't have to say much. Your silence speaks. Your eyes pierce. Your energy enters the room before your footsteps do. Even technology reacts around you. Devices freeze. Lights flicker. Time feels strange when you're around because you don't walk with time, you walk with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They stare because they see the change before you do. They sense the wind shifting in your direction. And their spirit is unsettled because they know your rise means their illusions will crumble. You're about to move from the background to the throne room. From shadows to spotlight. From hidden to honored. They tried to contain you, label you, mock you, but you broke every box. Your destiny cannot be caged. Your favor cannot be cancelled. Let them stare. Let them wonder. Let them wait. Type Amen to get blessing 711. Because soon they will witness something they never saw coming, you walking into everything they said you'd never have. You were never normal, and you were never supposed to be. Heaven didn't send a duplicate. It sent a disruption. And that's why systems reject you until they need you. You bring truth, clarity, and divine timing. You are the interruption this generation has been fearing and secretly craving. That's why you glow, even on your worst days. You were formed in silence to explode in presence. Type Amen to get blessing 9900. The pressure you've been feeling is a sign that your birthing moment is near. You've been stretched, refined, crushed, and now you are prepared to walk into your glory with unstoppable grace. The stairs are shifting now, from confusion to awe. The same people who thought you were weird will now call you wise. The same ones who mocked your silence will now chase your voice. And still, you'll remain humble. Because you know the cost of this light. You paid it in full. Heaven is proud. The earth is trembling. And your name is being whispered in places of power. Type Amen to get blessing 321. You don't need to defend yourself anymore. Your results will speak. Your glow will silence the critics. Your rise will answer every insult. Those stares, let them look longer. Because what they're really seeing is transformation. They're seeing the before and sensing the after. You're glowing with divine knowing. You're walking with heavenly backing. And no earthly force can touch what has already been approved by the Spirit. Your life is about to become proof that divine purpose always wins. Type Amen to get blessing 678. You are a walking symbol of survival. You're the prophecy that refused to die. You're the echo of your ancestors' prayers. People may not understand it, but their souls remember you. That's why they react strongly to your presence. You don't have to say a word to shift the atmosphere. You're not strange, you're sacred. You're not weird, you're a weapon of light. And the ones who once questioned your worth will soon come to you for direction. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You were never meant to be explained, you were meant to be experienced. Those who stare at you don't even realize that they are gazing at a divine mirror. In you, they see what they lost, what they fear, and what they secretly wish they could become. You carry a holy difference, something no human can copy and no evil can touch. Your presence is a vibration that breaks fake foundations. You are the living signal that something unseen is protecting the chosen. Every time they whisper behind your back, a door in the Spirit opens for your next breakthrough. Every time they judge you, another layer of divine fire wraps itself around you. What they don't know is that their attention is fueling your transformation. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You're not being watched randomly. You're being watched because something is about to break open. Even people you haven't spoken to in years are thinking about you. Their spirits are being pulled by the energy you carry. You are surrounded by eyes, but not all of them are physical. Some stare with jealousy, some with desire, and some with fear. But all of them are aware that you are not from this world in the way they are. Even when you're tired, you shine. Even when you're quiet, you roar. Because divine ones don't need noise to be noticed. Type Amen to get blessing 450. Archangel Michael says, there is a glow on you that even the darkness can't deny. A blueprint in your soul that heaven remembers. You're not trying to be unique, you were designed to be that way. That's why no matter how far you fall, you rise again. No matter who leaves, you keep blooming. Because there is a divine fire in your bones that cannot be put out by rejection, loss, or time. They stare because they sense what's coming. Your next season is not just a blessing, it's a revelation. And it will expose everyone who never truly saw your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. You are divinely out of place because you were never meant to settle where you currently are. Heaven is rearranging your entire life in front of everyone who doubted you. Let them watch. Let them guess. They are witnessing prophecy in motion. They tried to define you, but failed. They tried to label you, but you peeled every name off and kept walking. Because you're not here to fit in a box, you're here to break the system. You will rise boldly, publicly, supernaturally. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They look at you and feel things they can't explain. Some feel guilt. Some feel curiosity. Some feel fear. But they all feel something. You don't even have to try to attract attention, it just follows you. You don't chase light because you are light. And light cannot hide, even in a crowd. The pain you've carried, the silence you've endured, the loneliness you've survived, it was all preparing you for this level. You will no longer have to beg to be understood. You will be recognized in full glory. Type Amen to get blessing 777. And when you are finally revealed, it won't be subtle. It will be like thunder clapping across the sky. Every person who underestimated you will feel it in their soul. Even the ones who smiled to your face while secretly doubting you will stand frozen in realization. Because you were the miracle they mocked. The answered prayer they ignored. You're not just being stared at for no reason. They are seeing the reflection of something divine unfolding right in front of them. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The world is not ready for what you're becoming. And that's exactly why it must happen. You are shifting dimensions. You're not only changing your life, you're shifting atmospheres. Your very steps are creating spiritual earthquakes. So let the stares continue. Let the silence speak louder than any applause. Let the tension build. Because heaven is about to explode through you in a way that will leave no one unchanged. Archangel Michael says, your unveiling is written in divine time. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. You never walked alone. Every room you entered, your angels entered too. Every stare you received, your guardians intercepted. You are not paranoid, you are protected. They don't know the battles you've fought. They don't know the attacks you've survived. They don't know the nights you wanted to give up, but didn't. You are not a survivor. You are a conqueror wearing human skin. And the moment has arrived where your glow can no longer be dimmed. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They will keep watching because the shift has already begun. Your glow has changed frequency. What was once just potential is now power. What was once quiet is now commanding. You are not walking, you are ascending. Their stares are confirmation. Their silence is acknowledgement. Their confusion is proof that you are becoming what they swore you never could. You're not here to convince anyone. You're here to live boldly, move silently, and win loudly. Every eye on you now is preparing to witness the divine unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 1188. People don't understand how you've made it this far. They counted you out long ago. But favor doesn't ask for permission, it just shows up. You've endured every delay, every betrayal, every whisper. You've been bruised by words, scarred by silence, and held back by those who pretended to support you. But none of it stopped what was already written. Where your presence alone will answer every question. You'll no longer need to explain yourself, your life will speak with authority. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You were rejected to be redirected. Pushed aside so you could stand above. Every loss was a setup for your final rise. The stairs are getting heavier now because your light is brighter than ever. You're approaching your revealing. You are moments away from stepping into rooms built just for you. Every glance cast your way is another sign that the unseen is becoming seen. You're not hiding anymore. Heaven is lifting the veil. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. Archangel Michael says, your story is not just a testimony, it's a divine prophecy walking in real time. You are a spirit wearing flesh with a mission bigger than applause or approval. Everywhere you go, you leave energetic fingerprints. People remember you without knowing why. They dream of you. They sense you. Some even fear what you carry because their spirits are convicted by your presence. But you were never sent to be liked, you were sent to be known by the spirit realm. And now, even those who don't believe are feeling your influence. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. Let them stare, chosen one. Because what's coming for you will silence every tongue that ever doubted your worth. You are not just different, you are divine strategy. Every step you take is guided. Every decision you make has backing from the throne of the Most High. Even when you walk into danger, angels are 10 steps ahead, clearing your path. That's why your enemies are confused, because you rise even when buried. You don't glow by chance. You glow because fire made you. Type Amen to get blessing 311. You'll soon realize that those who stare hardest were those who had the most to lose if you discovered your truth. They tried to cage you with confusion, with doubt, with fear, but you kept burning. Now the fire is uncontrollable. Now your name is being spoken in places your feet haven't touched yet. Now you are being prepared for honor in front of those who tried to shame you. Your glow was never for decoration, it was for recognition. And now, it's your time to be seen. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. They'll pretend not to notice you. They'll act like they don't see your rise. But their silence is loud. Their eyes give them away. They know something is happening, and it's shaking their comfort. Let them underestimate. Let them stay quiet. Because the glory coming to you will need no announcement. It will speak for itself. Every stare will shift to applause. Every doubt will bow to proof. And you won't have to raise your voice to be heard. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You're rising like prophecy, chosen one. You're blooming like thunder. You're walking like royalty in a world that once called you too much. And now, the very ones who said, you're not normal, will say, you're not human, because what's coming through you is nothing less than divine. Be still. Be ready. And keep shining. Your watchers are only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 3030.